Hello, 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 and welcome to Side Divine. Feels like a guided message. I am going to do this one by the elements. So please forgive any extra sounds you might be hearing in the background, if you can hear that. So I do feel guided to bring forth another message. It feels a little bit like maybe a continuation of yesterday's message. So let's see what comes out of that for whoever needs to hear it. I'm going to start with water signs: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And it does feel like more leaning towards love or lust, passion, passionate energies. And that feels like the overall angle of the reading. So let's see what's going on. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I am going for whoever needs to hear it the most. So this may not apply to everyone. So let's see what's going on that you need to be aware of. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So be aware. Be aware of ignoring someone. Not someone is feeling like you're ignoring them. You have someone who's waiting for you to give them attention. You have someone who feels like they are, not getting what they want. And there's a feeling of resentment for that. So, it's someone who feels like they may have lost you, lost the ability to get connected with you, get what they want, get your attention. And there's a recklessness. There's a recklessness there. Be aware of someone wanting to. Oof, I don't like this already. This is someone who does not know how to accept rejection. They don't know how to move forward, go on with their life, their businesses. It's I get the energy of someone who doesn't deal with competition well. I'm not sure why I hear the theme to Gilligan's Island. This may be someone who wants to isolate, have you all to themselves. And they aren't. What's the current? Okay. This may be somebody you've not really dealt with. This is someone who just is interested, fantasizing way too much. It's somebody who like really. Mm, I get the energy of having conflict with somebody. I really get this energy of someone who has trouble with rejection. Your rejection specifically. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You may not be interested in this at all. I don't think that, because they're coming through as like a thoughtless, could be aggressive energy more than once. Be aware. There is someone who wants to wine, dine, charm, have you all to themselves. They do not take no for an answer, but I don't like it. You're going to be ignoring them, okay? You're going to ignore them. You're going to ignore them. Period, point blank. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm sensing. Be aware of somebody trying to get your attention. It feels like someone who is going to try to touch or stop or prevent movement. And I don't mean like, it doesn't have to be in a horrific way. It can be just something like grabbing the arm to touch, to talk. You may be feeling like ignoring them, not going for it. I do see it's rejection. It's advanced level rejection for the one who's getting rejected. But be aware of somebody trying to get your attention to put hands on you. It doesn't feel like force, but it does feel like trying to stop you, to talk to you. Be aware of your response to that. Hold on. Let's clarify. Furniture and smiling. Okay. So be aware that someone will be not seeing your intelligent mind. So yeah. I hear a very old commercial, something about CoverGirl. Something, that face, that CoverGirl face, you're looking good. Be aware, this is Spidey sense time. Listen, I don't know what chaos stuff is in the air, but it is. And it's going around. So be aware of your surroundings. If you're out and about and you know you're around those types of energies, there is someone who is looking at you in a furniture fashion. So watch those friendly smiles. This is something it feels like just maybe just a casual eye contact that's taken the wrong way. You're going to crush some feelings. Be aware of that. If this isn't coming, you're doing this now to someone, but you don't see it. Be aware of being friendly. Okay. Wow. At this time, guides and goddesses, whoever this is, you'll know them because you would like them to talk to you less. You may not even be responding. It could be just a friendly smile. Again, you may be in the mode of just a general no thanks, not interested in anything. Be aware of immaturity coming in your direction. And then I get hostile takeover. So, okay, be aware of that. So it can be a small-minded, childish energy. Before you want to be clear with others. And watch your path. This could be directions you're going in. Listen, if you're going into situations where you just know energies are like that, be aware of your response. Smiling faces. Be aware of the smiling faces. Are you smiling? Ooh, how do you say it? Okay. It's like, how do you tell someone don't smile at people right now, okay? Your smiles are maybe mistaken for a flirtation with someone you are not interested in. So be aware of that. I think some like to call it a bitch resting face. You may want to work on that. Some of you do have that already, so everybody doesn't need a smile. Wow. Watch the eye contact. Especially, I guess, if you're in some place where people don't know how to respond or take rejection. Be aware of that. Earth signs Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Let's see what's going on with the... And these are just the important messages you need to be aware of right now. Earth signs. Earth signs, be aware of making decisions that you kind of don't want to make. Some of you are letting something go by. Second situation, perhaps. I get the energy of somebody with a lot of options, yes. But be aware of a polarity shift. Earth signs. If you're not experiencing it now, it's coming in. Oh, that's a bad card. Okay. Be aware of sneaky interactions. This feels like it's going to someone who's doing something on the side. Be very careful. It feels like the word I heard was cross-contamination. That's what I heard. Cross-contamination. Very careful at this time if you are engaging in anything on the side, in multiplicity. At this time, someone again, it's not for every earth sign, okay? It's not for everybody. Whoever needs to hear it most. You may be interacting with someone who's holding a secret. They may not be being very honest about something you would not agree with. Be very aware of bad choices at this time. If you are in some type of secret, be very aware of just feel like somebody enjoys the multiplicity, but there's going to be some polarity shift coming soon. And it's a not a good one. It's one that will cost a little bit of time and money. It's one that includes the destruction of an important relationship. So, Earth signs. So what is data this is for? So what I just heard is the universe maybe, or there's, okay, maybe a situation where the universe is trying to gift you something. Someone may be trying to gift you something. However that works. Whatever the gift is has to do with urges, desire. Be careful of tying your self-esteem to that. Okay, this is a weird one. This might be for the Earth's masculines or feminines, I don't know. To be fair and just flat out blunt, my card of fishiness comes out. Be very aware of sensually interacting with anything that you feel is maybe of question. Okay, the cards come right back. The cards are coming right back. Okay, so these messages are all intended for the now. Be very careful if you are messing around, okay? It feels like dealing with someone who also has options too, right? But maybe this is just healthy time, health concern time. But there's a higher choice that can be made. Harmful matters. And the lost angel. If this is a side fling something, and you sense that I'm talking about this person and you talk to them, someone needs healing done. Lord luck. And they need to be in the friend zone. Be aware of harmful matters at this time. You may have someone in your zone or closer that should not, maybe that needs to, this could be medical attention stuff. At the bottom is believe them. So use your intuition. You'll know if it's this one. This is an energy that needs to be subtracted at this time. So be aware of you're going to have to turn your back on this energy. Whoever this is. Oh. Earth signs, be aware of choosing to say nothing. Silence isn't always the right response. Sometimes clear communication is how people grow, right? In the absence of that, you get conflict, you get resentment. Be aware of only focusing on the experience. This is an opportunity for higher source data. I'm not sure how that is, but maybe the higher source data comes from speaking at a different level of maturity. That might be outside of conversations you would normally have. It feels like an opportunity to not give a fuck. Anything else? Earth signs. Ooh. Beware of stalling. Earth signs, beware of stalling when it comes to speaking up. I guess that's a continuation of the earlier message, or not. Be aware of stalling out. Stalling out on someone who's being generous with you or was generous. These could be conversations that need to be had that are not being dealt with, things that could get goals accomplished. Be aware of not moving forward. Be aware of planning things that you're not moving on at this time. And this can be planning to move forward, to transition into something new, problem solving things like what's next. And that may be thoughts coming from a loss of opportunity or situation or connection. Okay. Yeah, be aware of something that could be, it feels like maybe opportunity that was walked away from, could be that was choice. Feels like cognition, recognition, or realization of choice. Be aware of turning your back on opportunity. And this could be a result of feeling burned out, or defeated, or weakened by a situation. This could be financial. It could be work. Let's see what else is here. And this again, messages for now. These are messages for now. Be aware of letting opportunities slip through your fingers and choosing a tougher situation than an easier one. Be aware of not being honest with oneself. Choosing subtraction. I heard also be aware of illogical conclusions. Gravity. Be aware of situations that may feel like they ran out of time. That may not be the case. This is overthinking. Be aware of overprocessing. Okay. Be aware of answer and denial. Okay. Not thinking. Be aware of overthinking or thinking yourself out of opportunities that you might be able to go back to. Oh, okay, I hear share. If I could turn back time, that is a horrible song. Um, Earth signs, be aware of not using your inner guidance, balance, logic in making decisions that affect you in the long term, especially ones towards getting towards goals or dream jobs. I heard time waits for no one. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Drawn to a different deck for you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's going on with you right now? Protecting yourself. So what comes is work overload. Now I hear I think it's the OJs, for the love of money. Be aware be aware of breaking your back for rewards that don't come through as planned, or somebody's lying about the rewards that come with it. And money. Okay. Fire signs, beware of somebody BSing you all day about work and money. What? Limited access. Be aware of someone be aware of someone offering limited access. Limited access, and it doesn't mean limited access like going to a show per se, but this can be like promising growth because it was done for others. Okay, so I heard the following: trials, tribulations, testimonials. What? Fire signs, I need you to be aware of con artists at this time. So weird. I hear fame. You got dreams, you want fame. Well, fame costs. And right here is where you start paying in sweat. Be very aware of the tornado coming through. Do not sign on to things you haven't. Be aware of somebody selling you a dream. At this time, I can help you do this. All you got to do is that. Sign up for this, you'll get that. It is not the direct. Block. So two-faced energy. You don't see it. You don't see it at first. Maybe others didn't see it either. It's a situation that ultimately it's something that shouldn't be happening. They should be out of business. It may bring about a battle to shut it down. But some people have to get injured for that to happen. Wow. This situation includes an inability to communicate. when I say inability to communicate, it feels more like not being able to get in touch with someone to express concern is a nice way to put it. Fire signs, be careful. I don't know why I keep feeling like this is something to do with art, the arts, or something creative you need. If not, the creativity certainly would be in the lie. And it's a destructive one, like it goes fast. It goes fast. Your money goes fast. Access, gated access. Blue. It's a decision to reveal. This is something that has to be unmasked. Like, more research should have been done before engaging. Be very aware of that at this time. This is protection, but protection after the damage, distorted data. Wow. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's a masculine energy or that's doing this, that dirty stuff, but it's masculine in its energy. It's brawn. It's the promise of power. Feels like the assurance of connection or work or something of value. But it's a whole kindness who's laughing in the background. I don't like this. At the end of this, it's draining. I feel drained, so that can be financial. Phony confusion. Be aware of dealing with not a good energy at this time. Okay. It is something that maybe could be around the home security. I keep getting the word assurances. Assurance. 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 I don't know why I keep getting that. Let's see if there's an angel place here. So this is money. Be aware of spending money on a lesson at this time. If you put your money in on a dream, be aware it's going to be a lesson. Somebody comes along who preys on your desire for access to something or connection to a group to grow. They capitalize on the inspiration of the others. I do believe this is one that could easily be avoided with research if you've already engaged in this. You're about to get that list. Be aware. Whatever the company is or connection is, it may have some international something to it, or they have the ability to create great levels of distance. Fire signs, be careful. Okay? Because it's like whatever the scam is, it operates like on a one at a time. Like, okay, it's something like nobody talks to anybody before they get involved. Like, it looks like a good opportunity. I'll go ahead and be a part of that. And then individually, everybody discovers that it's nothing like that. So research any new places you're about to put money, important money, or your time and energy, research. See who had, unhappy things to say. Be aware of jumping into situations with your money and your energy right now. And instead of waiting or looking for the warning signs, the lights. Yeah, it's a situation. Okay. Wow. Be aware that one would be a drainer. Okay. Air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Let's see what's going on with you. I hear nerd. That's a good group. Time for some action. Air signs, you may be blocking the greedy ones. Be aware of needy individuals in your space. There's someone coming to your way or you're dealing with at this time who's in your space because they're avoiding something. Avoiding dealing with something. This could be feminine energy. They're not accepting blame for the situation they put themselves in. That could be a thing. And it's, oh, come on. Beware of helping somebody who's about to walk backwards. Because that's a thing. Beware of someone coming your way with distorted data. They're not being 100% honest. For some reason, you can't check the facts. They may be downplaying also. Air signs. Air signs, be aware at this time of addictive spaces, or creating them. And okay, that's not the right word. Let's try that again. Be aware of creating triggered spaces. You may have someone who's able to create chemical shift for you. Chemical shift, when I say that, it's more like someone comes along and you feel sympathy for them. And you were not feeling in a place of sympathy and had not been in a place of sympathy for a while, right? Then someone comes along and they put that energy back into you, right? Because you're being sympathetic towards them. And unbeknownst, there's that chemical shift in the brain because you're pushing more of that pleaser fluid. It is, yeah, be aware of that. Be aware of giving up too much of yourself, your time and energy to somebody who Air signs, I don't know who this is for. If you're not in something abusive, you may be helping someone in something abusive, experience something abusive. I feel the chemical shift, okay? So be aware of someone who's very all or nothing, right? Um, be very careful who's close to you in your space or who you're giving energy to at this time as they go through a loop-de-loop of cycles they will not break. I don't know why I keep getting this energy of helping someone who's I keep getting the energy of helping someone who broke up with somebody and they're going back to someone who doesn't deserve them. This situation. And it needs protection. It does. Someone, oh. Guides, says, just be aware of helping someone who really is just going to circle the block. And they will tell you they want balance. They believe they want balance. And then everybody, it discovers they are still back in the chaos. I hear, okay, I don't know if that's connected. I hear discovery for many. Maybe the situation is something everyone has to discover. Yeah, it's an on and off. On and off. Problems, and then it's a situation. There they come, they go. Goddess says if you're helping somebody who, if this is your data, be very careful, because this is going to mess with your, okay. Be very careful. And I'm only talking to somebody who's went through exactly what I said. Don't make this fit if this ain't your data. If you're helping someone who is, you know in your heart of hearts, is only going to step backward, stop. Pull your energy out. I'm not suggesting don't help. I'm not suggesting anything except guard your energy and the empathy. Specifically, take the empathy, put it in a jar. I mean, you put that in a little like this right here. And then take that jar, put it in the car, take it on the train, wherever you got to go. I'm going to need you to go 2 towns over. You're going to go to a really nice bank. You're going to get a security box. You're going to put your empathy in the security box. Take the key. And you're going to give it to the first teller in the bank that you see. What they do with the key is up to them. Leave it there. Tell them you'll holla in a little while. Okay? So I'm going to need you to do all that with your empathy, okay? I'm not saying don't help. I'm saying guard your feelings. I'm not really sure what the chemical imbalance has to do with anything, but that really has to be a thing because I keep getting it. You may be the person everyone turns to when they need something, and it creates a chemical imbalance just in general. You got to deal with their feelings, your feelings, their feelings. That over there. Oh, Lord. Oh, because naturally you're the one they can count on, right? That's how that works. I just saw a game of Double Dutch. What? I don't think that applies. I'm just sharing the images. You'll know this data because you'll hear it. Be careful of what you are surrendering to, and it's fine to help, but not at the expense of self. Not if it affects you being sturdy and comfortable and rested. also get the energy of like going far for somebody, like helping somebody, and oh God, Lord. Okay, so I see an image of somebody helping somebody who is in a bad situation that they're just gonna go back to. Because they're very familiar with the chaos. They're very familiar with the power play. And unfortunately, it becomes a very cruel game that can involve others when truly everyone's missing the remote control of it all. The cards keep coming back, so earth signs. This could be an earth sign, okay? Air sign. Could be an earth energy. Lord, it's tiring just that fast, okay? Be very aware, be very careful of giving your energy to someone you know can create some differences. Because you become a part of the circling the block thing too. It's like helping someone coming out of a less than loving relationship. You help them, right? They go back. You help them again, they go back. You help them again, they go back. You help them again, they go back. At a certain point, that's where codependency kicks in, and you're a part of the vicious cycle. And therefore, all of your advice, all of your good logic is deaf ears. No, it is pointless. It is useless. It is not going to go anywhere. So save your energy. You may also need to have the all or nothing approach to it. Like, not going to keep helping until you jump through some hoops over here. Because it does become codependency. And the power exchange, the power play of it all. I mean, especially when there's an enemy in the situation, or someone that you see as an enemy. The power play is on you too. And that's not cool. Especially if you ain't asked for all that. So again, be aware of someone coming through with those. Someone explaining away. Someone explaining the abuse. Oh, it could be me. Could be me. Oh. Let's see what angel advice is here for that. If this is your day to make no mistake, this is going to mess with your sleep. This is going to mess with food. This is going to mess with comfort. You are going to get an experience out of it though, right? You get change and then you get the liars, right? You get an absence of peace. You get someone who may say that you may be, oh wow. So you may be dealing with someone who's like, oh yeah, it's over, done, not doing that again. Not attracted to that. You may be encouraging, you may want to assist. It sounds good. Be aware your guides are still trying to point some data out to you though. Guys, guidance says, air signs be aware of dealing with old data and be aware of somebody else's repetition. It's gonna be yours. It is yours. Be aware of getting involved in this. People who should learn and not bring their issues to you, air signs. If this involves legal issues or anything like that, air signs, just stay strong, okay? Because it's like taking on somebody else's, like, I keep getting this energy of somebody coming out of something where they weren't treated well, right? And they're now in your space and you're helping. And all of that issue becomes yours. So if it was somebody who was violent, they're leaving that. Now you got them kicking at your door. You know what I'm saying? And all you did was just be like, I'm going to help. And then they're going through all this mess. And then when it's all said and done, they go right back. Air signs, if this is your data. I don't even know what to say. Just faith comes out of me. Have grace, have faith, but recognize the knowledge. Make use of it. And protection is here too. Somebody is coming to bring change. Beware of letting circular energies into your space because you're just trying to help. Be aware of that. I'm very protective. I feel a lot of loss of rest. So please guard your space and who you're helping. And I really feel like I'm speaking very specifically when I'm talking about someone you already know. They're going back to the same situation. And then it becomes yours while you're helping them. Like all of that they're leaving becomes your thing. Just really protect that space. With grace. Wow, let's general collective for everyone. Oof. Please protect your space. Let's see what's coming. What do you need to be aware of? Collective at this time. Collective energy. Okay, I hear Sade. I still really love you. Love is stronger than pride. Interesting. Beware of having to deal with a hater. They don't see you for who you are. I don't know who this one's for. This feels specific, not collective now. Guides over the next couple of days, or could be happening at this time. You may have somebody who's belittling or shrinking or not. They're not giving you a healthy response to something you've created or an idea you're expressing. They're difficult to communicate with. And you don't understand what that's about. They may come across as very thoughtless, bully, laughing. Be aware. Anybody pooping on your ideas, dreams, goals, plans, your work at this time. I want you to be aware it may poke or hurt. I want you to take that exactly where I told the other side to take those gooey, sticky feelings and that empathy stuff. Take it, put it in a container real nice. Take your feelings towards them in this situation. I need you to take them, put them in a nice little container, dress it up real nice. Catch you a Uber, several banks down. Get your security box, leave it there for a little while. You can go get it later. You may be dealing with somebody who realizes the clock ran out for them. They don't get to have this opportunity to realize the God creator within self. I think it's very narrow-minded to say envy in this situation because it goes further than that. It's deeper than that. Just be aware of not letting them waste your time. Okay? Because that's what they're realizing now. That they let a lot pass them by. They let a whole lot of stuff just go that way. A lot of opportunities they let slip away. Or maybe they didn't even get them types of opportunities. And so they see, they're aware of the distance. And I don't necessarily mean the location on a map distance. It's more like the distance from the ability to create from a God platform. And that's in their head. That's in their mind. Be aware of someone who only sees themselves as being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Be aware of them having or casting their impressions of themselves on you. You may stand in the same room and listen to the vibration, but it is not yours. Be aware of that. Be aware of someone in your space who they don't know how to deal with you moving forward, moving ahead, others loving you. That's dark. That's what. For some of you, this is a feminine energy who should be acting better. This could be a parent. It could be I get the sense of an older feminine energy or mentally aged. They may be aware of someone at this time pouring their absence into you. If this is your data, I hope you understood that when I said understand if you have anybody taking a hot steaming dump on anything like, hey, I created this card and you show it to someone and they're like, that's ugly. Realize they're pouring their absence onto you. You're not the only one. They just had some blockages in your obvious ability to move freely about the cabin is apparent to them, even if it's not apparent to you. Could also be a parent, actual parent, mom, dad. Be aware of somebody saying those things because they don't want you to excel. Now, they don't take that from a anger-inducing place. Don't take that from an anger-inducing place because it's misdirected. It's misguided. It's also some type of training for you. Something of whatever you're going to or you do in this world involve, you need a little bit of training on how to deal with fixed energy. Fixed and blind energy. Those who are a tornado unto themselves. You are given an option at this time to connect with this or that type of energy. And a part of the connection is a moment of awareness. It can be blindness forever after that, but you're getting an opportunity to see the highs, the lows, the left, the right, the extremes, the polarity in another. That's weird. I heard be aware of overthinking a gift. Anything else? Fear or fire? Watch your words. Guides Guide says at this time be aware of calling something by the wrong name, making it worse. Be aware of situations versus problems. They are not the same. You're given options at this time. Fear or fire. Be aware of holding yourself back because you're afraid of getting burned. I don't know what this has to do with anything. I heard be aware. Be aware or aware and protective of problems without a source. I don't know how that works. Be aware of someone emotional and lying. They're not going to be telling the truth at all. Coming your way. Oh, well, you'll be gifted. Be aware at this time the universe may be gifting you with sound. The gift of sound, so you can kind of get that. You get your spidey senses going, your intuition. Some of you are sensing strong at this time. I don't know what song this is. Something about don't go. Please don't go. Don't go away. Some of you may be getting spidey senses about travel. You may be getting what might be like catching your attention as intuitive signs regarding travel. Be aware of scams. Beware of scams, holiday scams. Do as much homework as possible before getting involved in things, especially over the internet. Be aware of battling with someone about who's driving. This gets... Okay. If you're going somewhere with somebody and you guys are arguing about who should drive, they may be arguing for better good reason. They might be arguing for good reason. They don't want to talk about it. The reason could be something along the lines of, I ain't got no license. Whatever it is, they're acting and they have excuses, and they will be reckless. Be aware of giving your things to others who will be reckless with them. Yeah. Be aware of giving your things to people who you know ain't gonna take care of them. Wow. I don't know why I felt like that was a vehicle or something that moves. Feels like giving someone access or keys to something. Old word, I heard floss, Floss, flossing. They're showing out. Now I hear E40. Ghost ride the whip. They better not. Be very careful who you're. Guys, oh Lord, be very careful. As I said that, I get back pain. Be very careful who you loan your stuff to, especially if it's stuff they can get hurt in. Be very careful at this time. Hope that was helpful to whoever needed it. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Take care, you guys, and remember, you are well. Bye.